Ladies and gentlemen, the very first little bits of competitive play, the hints in Paragon are finally here with Epic Games finally releasing some competitive rules that they want for tournaments that are just going to be happening in Paragon. So if you guys are interested in looking over the rules that they have, kind of just take a look at what kind of a competitive scene they want to try and create, this is the video for you. It's going to be probably kind of long, probably kind of boring, so you've been warned. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a guide? Something else? Whatever. The kind of a video we're taking a look at the competitive Paragon rules. So this is really exciting for me. I really want to get involved with the competitive scene. Not a good enough player, so I don't know if it's good. I would love to cast, to be honest with you. I really would. I really enjoy it. I do really enjoy it. I don't know why. I do. So anyways, there's some definitions here of kind of what the organizational sort of things like the team captains, what a team is, an organizer, the eligibility, really kind of the only really thing here is you got to register with Epic Games, probably with probably Kale, the community manager, use Epic Games official rules, so the rules that they're going to talk about here, and report the results so they can kind of talk about it. So obviously, if you're going to organize, you need to staff it, register it, got to determine the length, deal with any technical issues, and also kind of deal with prizing if you want to offer prizing. So you know, anybody that can play here, obviously, if your local laws prohibit such activities, playing for money, I don't know. You can't do that. Any person specifically prohibited by Epic Games policy. I'm sure if you're banned or stuff like that, you can't be part of an official sanctioned tournament. Any person employed or currently contracted. Oh, interesting. So Epic Games employees cannot participate. Oh, that's unfortunate. They should do an internal tournament then. They should definitely, Epic, if you're watching, definitely do an internal. I'm sure the community would love to see an internal community where the teams, like, obviously I would put the competitive design analysis team, whatever. I would put them, but like, I don't know, get the artists to make a team versus like the animators. They could be the team and they come up with cool names. I don't know. That'd be really cool to see. I would love that. I totally cast that too. That'd be a lot of fun. Tournament organizers, any member of their organization or official administrators going to participate. That makes sense. Can't have the referees kind of whatever. So game modes, basically, you just got to play Paragon. You gotta. There's nothing special yet. So I really like this though. Any sanctioned tournament must use official Paragon game modes. Currently limited to Monolith. Do you like that? Do you like that? Currently limited to Monolith. Oh, that makes me so excited. Oh, that makes me so excited. What does that mean? I actually don't know. So that's a genuine question. The default win conditions and rules apply for all Paragon game modes. Yeah, so it's Paragon. It's Paragon. You just got to play Paragon. Brackets. So you can do really whatever the heck you want. Single elimination, self-explanatory. Double elimination, round robin, where all teams play against each other. And then you can kind of go into, you know, the first round, second round, if it's a gigantic, third round even, and then the quarterfinals, championships, and then you can kind of do whatever you want. You can, you know, your round one can be single match if you got a crap ton of people. I just want to eliminate those teams, and then your quarterfinals, right? Kind of be best if they play a little bit more games than just one. Best three, like you can mix it up. Best of 7 if you really want to be crazy about it. Yeah, so it's great. They're really keeping it open. These, you know, it can be a quick tournament. It can be a really competitive, really long tournament, right? Like a World Cup or something. You're gonna see probably best of 7s for obviously the championship, I would think. But I don't know. I've never ran a competition before. I don't know. So they're keeping it nice and open. That's what I like. So match times. It's interesting. A tournament organizer must allow for setup in the first 20 minutes of a round. So you got 20 minutes to set up. I guess kind of talk about things, get into game, stuff like that. And then you do your game, but the time between games should be no longer than 20 minutes. So to kind of recoup, talk about things, talk strategy. I'm assuming that's kind of what it is. Get into the next game, get the next lobby, blah, 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 stuff like that. So interesting. So they're kind of setting the pace, 20 minutes between rounds, regroup, talk things, and it allows announcers to kind of discuss, predict, blah blah blah, an interview maybe, I don't know. So really really cool. I'm just imagining World Series. So excited. God. Draft selection must be done using the same format utilized in Paragon's draft. So kind of the snake draft 1-2-2-1 style of draft, just like it is right now. The normal, except the number of hero bands is equal to number of heroes divided by 20, up to a maximum of 5 heroes bands. So I mean, once we get more than 100 heroes, there'll only ever be 5 hero band. I can't imagine the day when we have 100 freaking heroes. That's crazy. They don't talk about rounding. So like if you do this math and it's like 3.6, do you round up? Do you round down? Probably, you probably round to the nearest, obviously, integer, obviously. So whole integer. So you just probably round up. I'm probably thinking about it too in depth. Number of bands, blah blah. I talked about that. Tournaments must have a time limit on how long each team gets for picks bands. We still don't have a trade system in our game, and has to be done pre-game. So trade system, I think that's like the ban system. That's what they mean. Trading bans? I don't know. Because they're talking about bans. So if it has to be done pre-game, like before the actual you get into the lobby. So that's exciting. No mirrors. You can't mirror pick. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That really, that makes strategic counter picking and stuff like that. If you really see somebody going for wombo comp, like ridiculous wombo comp, you might want to consider kind of stealing a key part of that. Like if you see it coming, they don't pick Decker first or something. I don't know. So stuff like that. That's exciting. Coin flip to see who gets first pick or Dawn Dusk pick. Like entirely sure what that means, but that means that probably you can choose if you want second pick or first pick. So if best of 3, loser of round 1 gets to pick if they want to pick first or ban first. So that's, yeah, the loser should get the choice. And a new hero cannot be played for 2 weeks after the release of that hero. I think on Twitter they asked about this a couple weeks ago. If a new hero should be allowed in competitive play, immediately, in a few weeks, like stuff like that. I think the 2 weeks is good because game-breaking hotfixes will be done instantaneously, but after week 1 they can see any glaring issues from the first week of data, and then there's 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later will be another balance patch. Yes. Right? 2 weeks later will be the third. Yeah, every 3 weeks. Yeah. So 2 weeks later will be a balance patch, a minor or a big balance patch. So that's good. I like that. So immediately after the balance patch, after a hero releases a hero is released, then it can be played. That's very fair. So like Revenant, that is not tomorrow or not today, but next week. And that's fair. I love that. I really do love that. Team sizes required to have 5 members, 1 designated team captain, 1 substitute is required. Substitutions for missing players on a team are determined by the tournament organizers, but should be no more than 2. Oh, so yeah, if you have more than 3, or if you have 3 people of the 5 members missing, you just can't play. All substitutes must be listed on a team roster, submitted at least 72 hours in advance. Yeah, so that's good. Team names must follow with player conduct. Match times restarts. Match officially begins and cannot be restarted based on the following items below. Either team lands a basic attack or ability on an enemy hero, invades, and using a basic attack or casting an ability on the enemy team's jungle creeps. The game timer reaches 2:30. Interesting. So invades and. Invades and. So you can go and place dummy wards before the 230 mark. Be attacking creeps. So it could be the 2-minute 25 mark. Nobody has hit each other. Only creeps. Has farmed for almost 2.5 minutes. And the match has not officially begun. Interesting. I mean, with that said, I mean, nothing drastic's gonna happen anyways. Like dummy wards, vision. That's interesting. That's interesting. I can't think of anything of any strong reason why this. That just seems like there's gonna be some really interesting things happening there. Like somebody could sabotage. Oh, well then, yeah, then the match is not show. I don't know. Yeah, if a player disconnects after a match has officially started, play must continue, and the player can attempt to rejoin the match. Oh, yeah, interesting. Okay, so, okay, interesting. I mean, that's just how it is. That's just technical issues, and that's just how it is. If it has officially begun, that's just how it is. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this. I feel like some funny business can happen in here, but then any funny business that can happen outside of these rules is not going to really change much. Will it? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Comments what you think about that. Declaring a winner in the event that a match must end without a naturally declared. Oh yeah, this is interesting. So the following method should be used to determine the victor of a match. The team with the most collective CXP wins. If it's a tie, the team with the most towers destroyed wins. If that's a tie, the team with the most kills. If that's a tie, the team with the player with the most CXP earned. If they're tied, the result will cascade downwards to the next player on the team until a player is identified with the most CXP. If all scenarios above are tied, the winner is determined by any random method to determine an outcome. I don't think that will ever happen. In a million years, I don't think that will ever happen. There'll be enough discrepancy here. I'm not sure if it's in this order, or like they don't really say if it's in this order. If it goes to this one first, if that's tied, then this. It doesn't really say. They say about cascading downward to next player on the team, but interesting. I don't think that'll really ever happen. And I think if it does, it would be kind of clear. But there you go. A tournament organizer may stream their tournament live via services like Twitch and YouTube. Awesome. And this is really nice. Such live streams may be monetized through advertisements. That's really good. Just to help the organizers, help these community organizations that want to do these tournaments. That's just letting them try to be to be able to do it. I mean, money is a part of it. Prizing, staffing, being rewarded for people's efforts, for people's talents, for skills. I mean, that's important. So I like that. That's really good. Tournament infractions and penalties. You can have a warning, pregame penalty, game forfeit, match forfeit, disqualification. All stuff that can be done by the administrators or referees. Tournament organizers can create player conduct rules as they pertain to a specific venue. One venue may allow for profanity and swearing, while another may not. Tournament organizers must notify participating players of any conduct that may result in an infraction. Obviously, you got to develop rules, on top of Epic's own rules, and then you obviously have to let the players know. So that's like this here. That's gonna be a big one. Some tournaments are going to just say, whatever. Some are not. I can tell you that probably any official like Epic run, like Epic Games run communities probably won't allow for stuff like that, or tournaments won't allow for stuff like that. But I mean, you just got to develop rules that are on top of Epic's own and do that. Sponsors. Any proposed sponsor that reflects poorly on the Paragon brand is prohibited. You can't obviously get distasteful sponsors and stuff like that, but obviously you just have to contact Epic. Cheating, obviously there's a whole bunch of stuffs. Any attempt to alter, modify, or change a Paragon claim client, artificial aim, user interface displays that shows hero locations, different crosshairs, exact range, collusion. Intentional taps cause mass restarts, placing wards in places that cannot be reached by all heroes. Oh! Interesting. Intentional attempts to cause mass restarts. Okay, yeah, so there you go. So that kind of... Okay, interesting. Ah, I like that. Placing wards in place. So, I mean, Epic has to kind of fix all those places, but, I mean, that's true. I like that. Interesting. So, this automatically makes me think that if you can place a ward in a place that melee heroes can't get to, that's an exploit. Interesting. So there you go. That's from this statement alone, we can say that if a melee hero can't attack a ward, it's an exploit. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Glitches in purchasing items, infinite wards, using hero abilities to reach places on the map that should not be accessible. Yeah, so there you go. And of course, all the legal stuff. You explicitly agree that Epic Games is in no way responsible for the operation of your tournament, so you can't be like, why didn't you help me? Right? They're not that. And cool. So guys, what do you think about all these rules? I love it. The first steps toward competitive play in Paragon. Man, I am so excited. I'm so excited. This is going to be awesome for the PCL guys. I mean, they're obviously going to get official sanction. I mean, that's going to be so exciting. They're going to have a true format. I mean, I don't think that this is any different than what they do, but it will just be one step forward to having some true professional competitive play. What do you guys think? This is so awesome. Let me know down in the comments, especially about what was it? What were we kind of? Yeah, this match starts and restarts. Oh. I feel like I'm missing something. There's something in there that my brain's just not connecting with. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys. What do you think? This is so freaking exciting. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with the community, and of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, found it useful, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. Till next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.